Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If you're watching this video, this reading was meant to find you. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. This is happiness. I feel like you're somebody who right now you're feeling quite hopeful about your life. I feel like there's a cheerfulness. I feel like there's an optimism. Okay? I feel like this is a really good time for you to recognize how far you've come, for you to allow yourself to feel some joy, allow yourself to feel some satisfaction for what you are accomplishing in life. Okay? Because what you're doing in life right now is working, you know? So you're allowed to feel proud, right? Whether this is, healing or it's growth or you've created some stability. Recognize those things in your life that bring you joy, okay? And I feel like there's, right now in your life, there's a satisfaction. It may not be this huge, outrageous win, but I feel like there's like a quiet moment for you. I feel like it's maybe something small that just feels satisfying. It feels good. Yeah. Share this good mood, right, with other people. I feel like you're somebody that really knows what they want in life. This is the card of superabundance. Abundance on the physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. I feel like you're walking the right path. It's a 9. It's a function. It's a verb. You're walking the path of happiness. And I think it reminds us that happiness is a practice that we have to be engaged with. We have to intentionally focus on joy and do things that bring us more joy. Do us things that feel satisfying. Okay? This is a phase of sweetness, and this is you kind of like remembering how good life can feel. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. This is a really wonderful way to begin a reading. And we've got a 5 of Wands here. We have a 3 of Pentacles. We got 3 of Swords back here, yeah. But a 2 of Cups, yeah. I feel like your work is very satisfying right now. I feel like there's a deep joy in the work that you do. And the effort that you're putting into something, you may be getting, exhausted by the end of the day. You may be really like working up a sweat, but you like it. Okay, it's work that is very satisfying and very rewarding to you. Yeah, and the effort that you put in, I think, feels good. It's kind of like that. I don't know, it's like the runner's high, or it's like the endorphins you get when you're working out at the gym. I think that your effort is really satisfying. 2 of Cups. Yeah, a little bit of love here. Over here we have the Fool. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Lover's card. Are we going to go 4 for 4 on the majors? A 3 of Wands. Well, that's all right. I like that. We've got 3, 3, and 3, which of course now is physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. Okay? So I think that there has been healing from something, and I think that is bringing about an increase of happiness in your life. That something from the past is kind of fading, and it's going away, and it's feeling better. Maybe you were sick. Maybe it was an injury or an illness. Maybe it was a relationship. It was, something that now is starting to get further in the rear view mirror, and that feels very, very good. The work that you're doing in your life, what you're putting your energy into feels very good. And I think also your relationships are feeling very good. Yeah. So I feel like there's a sense of growth and expansion in your life right now. But let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We'll set this down right over here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley, or ASMR for short. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments below the video. Now, as we look around the room, we do see a lot of majors anyway, right, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I do feel like there may be a new opportunity for something going on here. It may be that you're kind of ready for a new connection, maybe. You're kind of looking for something that is really going to kind of spark your interest and really bring about kind of an additional layer of happiness into your life, you know. I feel like there's a good baseline now. I feel like life is very stable for you. Something from the past is fading away, and you're feeling good about the work that you do. Your relationships seem like they're going very well. I feel like you're ready for something to go to the next level, or you're ready for a deeper relationship or something like that. Okay? So we have our majors. We've got fire and fire. We've got water. We've got good water. We've got some air and we've got some earth, okay? So that's the past, challenge, difficulty, okay? Some kind of sorrow from the past that's fading. It's still influencing your life a little bit. It's not quite all the way gone, but I feel like it is kind of fading away. And you have that earth energy, which is really wonderful too. So let's talk a little bit about the Nine of Cups here. This is such a beautiful card. This is contentment. I feel like you're experiencing a joy in your life that you've maybe been waiting for a while, especially with that Three of Swords. It kind of seems like maybe there was a time where you kind of didn't think you would be happy. Okay? Now I think that you're experiencing joy in a lot of different things. Your work is still challenging. Your life has still got ups and downs, you know, twists and turns. But I feel like there's a deeper joy about it. I feel like there is a lot of healing. I think there's been a lot of growth. I think that there's stability, that you are maintaining something very good in your life. Okay? And I feel like you're sharing this with other people, and maybe that's part of what you're ready for now, is ready for something or someone a little bit, you know, closer that you can share some of your abundance with. Okay? Because I feel kind of with the three, with all the threes that we have, the one three we don't have is the Three of Cups, right? So I kind of feel as part of this 9, maybe we're making a wish here. We're recognizing how far we've come. I think you're in a solid, like, independent place emotionally. Okay? I think you're ready for something new. You're making that wish at the same time recognizing how far you've already come. Okay? I think you have a lot of creative energy right now. You have a lot of sensual energy, it feels like. Yeah? And you're ready to enjoy life with no guilt. Okay? You're allowed to feel intense joy. You're allowed to feel good. You're not stealing this from anybody. You know it's yours. And I feel like right now there's kind of an emotional safety. Yeah. And happiness is kind of teaching you that you're allowed to feel joy, and that it's not an accident that you've worked for this. You've overcome a lot. You deserve to feel good. Okay? You deserve to feel good. And of course we have our Five of Wands here, which is energy expenditure. It's kind of the five-fingered hand, you know, reaching out into the world and trying to grasp something. It's kind of like, what are you looking for in your life now? I feel like you're reaching toward some passion, some creativity. You're feeling very feeling kind of brave. You know, when we have that Nine of Cups, it's kind of like, I feel like I can really do anything right now. And this is you reaching forward out into the world for something that I feel like it's something your heart really wants right now. So this is you feeling a little bit competitive maybe, or, looking for the next action for you to take. Yeah. This is you picking a battle, kind of. Yeah. There's a striving energy with this one. I know it's sometimes friction. Sometimes it's like, we're not going to waste our energy with the wrong kinds of battles. But I feel like this is you feeling like you want to get out there and kind of push or challenge yourself or do something new. I think we're looking for something that may be bringing us a little bit more like excitement or challenge or creativity. We're sort of moving forward into this strength card. Okay. So I like the Five of Wands in this situation because it feels like you're feeling quite courageous, and you're feeling quite brave, and you're feeling creative, and you're feeling ambitious, I guess, is probably the word. Okay. So this is you wishing to use your strength now, feeling strong, feeling like you've got a fire in you, and you want to reach forward and you want to do something with that fire. Okay, now we could be talking, it could be part of this Three of Pentacles down here. You want to do something to expand your business. You want to do something to expand your network of friends or expand your skill set. It's kind of like you're ready to fall in love with something and put in the work to make it grow. And it's just like, what do you want to get your hands into? Like a garden, or like, I don't know, I almost feel like a mechanic, like just digging into the engine and just wanting to fix that engine up or something like that. I feel like we're ready to put in some work somewhere, And that's what the Three of Pentacles is as well. This is a card of work. The Three of Pentacles is really you understanding the process of creation on the physical plane. Okay, so I think you know what's required to make something truly, meaningful, I guess, is to put in that effort that it will ask of you, because that's what this effort, it's construction. This is a card of skill. Okay, putting this steady effort into something that's going to make a difference long term. You're showing up. Okay, you're showing up even when you're not motivated. You're consistent. Okay, and this is that repetition. This is that practice energy. This is that demand for quality. And part of that Nine of Cups, I think, is that joy, feeling like you have a quality life. It's not about quantity, right? I think you have very high standards. I think that you're willing to put in the extra effort to make something real nice than to just cut corners and just kind of do a shabby job at life, I feel like you're developing yourself, okay? And this internal work, too, because it's down here beneath the surface, I feel like you've done a lot of intentional work, repeated intentional work to change your own shape, okay? And maybe this is saying that, you've put in a lot of work in the physical plane. I don't know if you've recently started some kind of an exercise thing, or if you've been a little bit more health conscious lately, kind of putting in the time and the effort to change our sort of, body composition. Or if you've been spending more time, doing physical activities. I feel like you're someone who appreciates quality. Yeah. And you're willing to get kind of down and dirty and get your hands dirty and get into the mud and really like work up a sweat doing something meaningful. Yeah. And you're strengthening something in your life by doing this. And so I kind of feel like between these two cards, Spirit's saying keep hammering away at this, whatever this is. If this is your physical, maybe it's financial too. Maybe this is about you taking more of an interest in your finances. And really like hammering away at that debt, or really like building up your savings, or whatever it could be. This is, This is you showing up and doing this repeatedly. It's a steady effort that you're putting into this kind of transformation. You're constructing something that is truly meaningful in your life, in the physical plane. And I wonder now with that Two of Cups, if like we're kind of looking to do the same thing, either romantically or we're looking for, I kind of feel like what you're really looking for is something to fall in love with. Yeah. And because we've got our Three of Swords back here, I kind of think that like maybe there was a breakup in the past here, okay? This energy would suggest that you are ready now to be brave and put yourself back out there and let people see you and be seen by others. Okay? And I think that's kind of what this is a card of passion. This is literally called lust in the Thoth Tarot, okay? And so the Three of Swords is the heartache. It's a separation. It's a mental pain, and it may be a painful truth. It may be that there's some kind of an anchor that you were holding on to, okay? A past sadness, okay? That now is sort of fading into the background, and you're ready to kind of keep that in the rear view mirror, looking forward and thinking, I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready to date again. I'm ready to find my soulmate. I'm ready to explore at least. I'm ready to get brave. Okay? This was the old chapter. This was an old chapter of sorrow, heartbreak, separation. Okay? So this is something that you've been digesting. And that sorrow is the psyche is digesting a truth that it wishes were otherwise. Okay? But you felt this. I think this is part of that work that interior work that you've done. Digesting this. And now that it's fading, right? I feel like there is now an intentional effort for you to kind of get back to doing something that you truly, you wish to feel that kind of, you want to feel safe loving this again, whether this is romance or maybe this is your art, your creativity. Maybe this is something about business. Okay, the Three of Swords, while it is heartbreak, it doesn't have to be like a romantic thing, Our heart can be broken when we put all of our effort into something and it doesn't work out. It could be business, could be at home, could be at work, could be at school. Okay, where something didn't unite in the way we thought that it would. I feel like you're ready now. The Two of Cups here is saying that we are looking for that union. There is this urge to merge with something or someone, and because of the position of this card up here, this is kind of like this is what we're focusing on. This is what we're hoping for, or this is what we're aiming at. We want to find true love. And I think whether this is with your career path or a romance, or you want to find your best friend, or you want to find the right dog for your life, this is what we're aiming for, that true connection. This is the courage that we need to go out into the world and find it. And look for it. Put ourselves out there. Shine our light into the world, This is a union that we're looking for. The perfect union. A mutually respectful, reciprocal bond. We're looking for chemistry. We're looking for, and now this could be romantic, platonic, or spiritual. We're looking for that deeper bond. Okay? And I think that you're sort of, I don't know, like maybe looking for someone that you can share your life with. Yeah. And this is the meeting of two vulnerable selves, right, that are willing to be changed by the other thing. So this is you really wanting to lean into a real connection, where there's mutual love and support, mutual care and respect, and uplifting relationship. It could be you looking for a career. Could be you out there looking for a job. Okay? But we're looking for the right one. We're looking for We're looking for the right one, not just the temporary one, Looking for something that we can commit to 1,000%. Maybe it's a hobby. Maybe you're looking for a new TV show to watch. I don't know. Okay? But the idea is that we were anchored, we were moored in to this Three of Swords for a while, and now we're not. Okay? Now we're not. Now we're ready to get back out there and exert ourselves. And of course, the 2 and the 3 here give us the 5. And the 5 is leading us here toward this strength card. So first of all, this is courage. First of all, this is you saying, okay, you know what? The past crashed and burned. Doesn't mean it's going to crash and burn again. I've got to get out there. I've got to do it. I've got to take the first step. I've got to initiate contact. I've got to be brave. I have to engage life. We've got a Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune is saying that Spirit will put you in the right place at the right time. Spirit's going to bring you the people, places, and things that you need, when and where you need them. They will be on your path for you. You have to engage with those things if anything's going to happen. Spirit can open the door, you got to walk through. Spirit can put somebody right in front of you, but you've got to open your mouth and start talking to them. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is that courage. This is that life force. This is you moving forward toward what feels good and real and alive for you. Okay? There's a desire in you that you are admitting to yourself, and your confidence now is going to bring you forward closer to it. This is your intensity. This is also physical body, exercise, dancing, creativity, movement, passion, and all that sort of stuff, Name that desire. Name what it is that you really want to unite with. Okay? Name the love that you're looking for right now and move toward it. And bring some warmth, bring some heart, and even a little bit of humor into your life going forward. And take that brave step. Because that brave step, I think, is a really big moment for you to get away from that Three of Swords. And strength now is you're bringing your desire into consciousness and you're directing it forward. You're leading with your fire. Your passion is the path right now. Okay. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what your passion is right now. But I do feel as if there's been a lot of healing. You're in a very good place emotionally. There's independence here. Things feel stable, and you're ready now. You're ready to take that next step. But first, you've got to name this Two of Cups. Okay? Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free, and it's a wonderful way to support the channel. In fact, it's the best way and a free way to support the channel, and I really appreciate that. Your general energy is the Fool. We're ready for that new beginning. You're feeling light as a feather because you've gotten rid of that anchor. And so now we're ready to take a leap. We're curious. We're trusting in life again. And I think that right now this week is going to be like a fresh page for you. You're not going to repeat that old script. You're going to say yes to the thing that feels exciting, maybe a little scary. It doesn't mean that you have to marry the first thing that comes along. Okay? You can try it out first. You can take the step toward it. You can be brave. You can put yourself out there. You can sing and dance, and you can get curious about things. You don't have to marry the first thing that comes along. Okay, we have the Lover's card here in the position of the anxiety. Okay, and I think that yes, you are looking for chemistry and passion. Maybe you're not sure what the long-term situation will be. Maybe I'm not even thinking about long-term yet. You're open to it, but that's not like you got to find the next thing that you can spend the next 20 years with. No. you're just you're playing it by ear, as they say, you know. You're listening to your intuition and playing it by ear. So there's something that you want to try, something that you want to go do, and you're feeling that courage to get out there and do it. Whether it's a business thing or a career, a new life path, a hobby, a sport, a skill, a martial art, or a new relationship. Okay. Feeling as if you're free from this entanglement. You're free from that emotional entanglement, and now you're ready. Okay? You've let go of that, and now you're light as a feather, you know? So this is experimenting. We're trying something new. There's no guarantee. We're trusting in the universe. We're experimenting. We're getting curious. What feels interesting to you right now? Okay? And watch for those odd synchronicities. And be okay, like kind of making a fool of yourself. If you feel a little bit foolish, that's probably a good sign. Okay? Let your instinct guide you. The one thing about this reading is that the only swords cards are back here. Because back here, we're self-conscious. Back here, we're insecure. Back here, we're self-doubting. Over here, we're light as a feather. We're a cork on the cosmic ocean. We're a feather in the cosmic wind. And it's all good here. So this is a major change for you. And I'm really liking this. Yeah. In your environment and in your relationships, we've got timing. So I feel that Spirit is going to put the right thing on your path. Whether it's a person or a place or a thing, I don't know. Something's shifting. You're entering a new cycle. Okay? There's divine timing at play here. And this might be a contact. This might be an opportunity, a door that's opening. It might be a money opportunity. It might just be like a weird, strange coincidence that you met this person. Don't just shy away and then on your way home you think, gosh, I wonder if I should have talked to them. Talk to them. No regrets. Sometimes the Three of Swords is just simply regrets. These are the opportunities you didn't take. This is you saying, F it, I'm going to take an opportunity here. I'm going to do it. Say yes. Okay? If it feels aligned, if you have a desire toward it, if it scares you just a little bit, especially if it's kind of surprise, unexpected, do it. Okay? Something very unexpected is going to shift your mood into passion. Fire and water create some steam. It's a real steamy time for you. In other words, I think that something unexpected is going to shift your mood into a really eager mood. Not over-eager, but eager. Eager enough that you're just saying, I'm going to do it. And maybe it's not going to work out, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. There's momentum building up around you. This is Jupiter. This is expansive. Something is growing in your life. You've got to give it attention. If you give it your resources, if you give something your time, effort, energy, and or money and space, it's going to grow. But if you don't give it any attention, it's going to go away. Okay? You have to engage with it. And that's what the Five of Wands is. I've been trying to say that. It's you engaging with life. Don't let the opportunity go. It will turn into another regret. And maybe you're not even going to know what your Two of Cups is until it shows up in your life and you think, I want it. I want to go and get to know that thing a little bit. Okay? And pay attention to the coincidences or repeating numbers, patterns, words, phrases. I almost feel like you and somebody else, like you're saying the same words at the same time. or something that's going to be like a jinx, and you're going to look at each other. Maybe that's it. I'm kind of feeling like the words are happening at the same time. Yeah. The wheel is turning in your favor, and you want to work with that wheel, and you want to engage whatever's happening in your life. Okay? Now, we've got the Lover's card too. And the Lover's card is in the position of your anxiety, because this is choice. This is, which option am I going to say heck yes to? This is like a marriage, right? You look at this card. It doesn't have to be romance. And it's kind of saying it gives you anxiety to think about marrying yourself to something. In other words, maybe you're not looking for commitment right now. Okay? Maybe you're not really feeling so comfortable with like having to make long-term decisions right now. You don't have to. The Fool is saying, I don't care what's going to happen beyond this moment, let alone what's happening 10 years from now. So when you meet this person or place or thing, and you feel that inspiration and you want to engage with it and start talking to them, the first thing out of your mouth shouldn't be, is this going to last 10 years? Where do you see us in 10 years from now? They'd be like, huh? No, it can just be the moment. Okay? So this is the card, this is the energy that's giving you anxiety, because it kind of feels like you're not ready to make that decision. So if you ignore this card, then that allows you to engage with your world without a fear of the long term, without thinking, oh gosh, I went and I can't go take a jiu-jitsu class because I don't know if I want to do it for the next 10 years of my life. Why is that stopping you? So that's kind of that's the idea here. We don't want to let that uncertainty about our long-term choice interfere with us just kind of wanting to do it right now. It's okay that we want to do it right now. Do something just because it feels good, you feel attracted to it, you feel drawn to it, you feel passionate about it, it aligns with your values. Okay? You've got to maintain your integrity and your virtue. But you don't have to decide the long-term trajectory yet. And I think that's why we have the Lovers in this position of the fear, worry, concern, or even the expectations. Okay? That let's not even think about long-term commitment right now. Just because you're going to go out on one date, it doesn't mean you're getting married. Just because you're going to go and play one basketball game doesn't mean that now you have to make it your career. Just because you're going to go, I don't know, go bowling one night doesn't mean you have to make bowling your thing, So that's kind of an obstacle here, because we'll get distracted by that card. And I know we see the Lover's card, and most of us are like, you got your pitchforks out already. You're about to skewer me, thinking this is one of those, long-term commitment kind of readings. It's not. It can be, yeah, maybe. But you don't have to decide right now. That's the point. And maybe you are looking for something. Obviously, you want, a true love, a deeper bond, a real commitment, a kind of a long-term, reciprocating, loving sort of relationship with anything, whatever it is. But it doesn't mean that you have to decide that now. And you may not even know for months if this is something that you're going to want to commit your life to long term. It's because this card is asking you, are you going to say 1,000% heck yes to this? And the Fool is saying, I don't know. I don't have to know right now. It's kind of an irrelevant question. It's an absurd question, because you haven't even, I don't think you've even met this thing yet. You haven't even done it once. I don't know if I'm going to commit to it for the rest of my life. It's like I'm taking these jiu-jitsu classes now, and yeah, I hope that I do, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know that I want to. But maybe we'll see, And now we have the Three of Wands to end. The Three of Wands is virtue, and it is integrity. Okay? The Three of Wands is confidence and expansion. Self-respect and virtue, okay? Not violating your own principles. But this is really that card that's saying you're expanding your experience of life. You're pushing the boundaries of the Wheel of Fortune card. Because remember, Jupiter is expanding outward. The Wheel of Fortune gets bigger and bigger, right? It creates this really large diameter, perfect circle. Shout out to Maynard. The Three of Wands is you with the confidence to expand your horizons. You're getting out there and you're just trying new things. You're acting in a way that your future self is going to say, wow, that was cool. Like, I did good. I was brave. I was confident. Like, I'm proud of myself for how I behaved, back there. Your future self will admire you. So this is you saying no to what feels wrong. But kind of saying, yeah, sure, to things that feel right. You're expanding your horizons. You're exploring. You're reaching out. Okay? You're staying true to yourself. And you're taking those very important steps that are going to continue to grow your life. You're showing up consistently. You're putting in the work. Okay? And your behaviors are lining up with your values. You're moving like someone who respects themselves and who is willing to do I really like that we have the three here, and especially when we take that in context with our Three of Swords, because this is like, this is regret, or this is heartbreak, sorrow, disappointment. But this is now you're trying again. And sometimes that's the courage. Courage doesn't have to be loud and boisterous and saying, here I am, world. Sometimes courage is that quiet willingness to try again. We tried it and it crashed and burned back here. But no regrets. Things happen for a reason. We're going to try again. We're going to put in that work again to try to do whatever this is. It's kind of like you tried to climb Mount Everest once and you didn't make it. You had to go home. Fine. You're now going to go and try to climb it again. Okay? I do feel like there is that kind of a vibe here. And there are no guarantees, there are no expectations. And I think once we realize that, then we can take this action that is truly aligned with your desires, with your soul purpose. Okay? Let's look at the mystery card. I don't know. I have no idea what this one's going to be. I feel like maybe a Nine of Pentacles. I feel like we could use some pentacles here. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see. That's the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is confident. The Queen of Wands is kind of like stepping out into the world and saying, here I am, world. Because there's magnetism, there's charisma, there's charm. I feel like people are seeing you. Your confidence is on the rise, and you're feeling more expressive. You're choosing your outfits, you're choosing your words and your actions that kind of reflect the confidence. And you're not chasing anything. Something shows up in your life and you're going to engage with it, courageously. But you're not like desperately running after chasing things. You're radiant. You're taking up space. You're the flame in the room. And everybody can feel that sort of heat. Okay? And people are going to notice there's something different about you. There's a confidence. There's a glow. There's a magnetism. You're a very attractive person. You're very talented. And you're claiming all of that without apology, without arrogance, but with pride. Yeah. So it feels like this is a big upgrade in your energy, and I like it. I'm happy to see it. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, there's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. Libra, I want you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.